Turtle Cape, the Coliseum, Quest Cape, maxing. All mighty achievement, but never really seemed to interest me. Every 99 I've ever gotten has only left me with a fleeting sense of accomplishment. Every quest, level, piece of gear, all mere stepping stone. But for what? What is the point of any of this? Money. So, here's the game. I'm going for max PLAT tokens, and I'm going to do this by making 10,000 accounts, and then operating them by hand to trade and try to get maximum platinum token. That is 2.147 trillion GP. To put this further into perspective, that is enough to buy 160,259 bonds and have membership paid for 8,012 years. Or, a darker path. A player could sell this on the black market right now for roughly $392,000. But that's not what I'm going to do. If I hit this target, I'm going to stare that temptation in the face and throw the ring into Mordor by giving all that money back to the community in some sort of drop party or a giveaway. No botting, no breaking TOS, all legit. So, let's get after it. This is the road to max PLAT. What's happening, old school RuneScape friends? It's your boy, John Garrett. Today's episode, we're going to be covering the free-to-play forecast. Essentially, with the free-to-play forecast, you've never been here before, is I took 19 accounts and I put offers in on all of them so you guys can get a kind of a bigger sample size of what you can kind of expect for certain types of high volume items in the free-to-play world, so that you can kind of, like, you know, decide what you want to buy or don't want to buy, or how to scale, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just a nice little piece of information for me to track, for you guys to track, so we can all just follow along. I trust the high volume market, but I know that there's a lot of skeptics out there, and I'm just trying to bring that anxiety down to, like, is this, like, bring that doubt down, overcome objections, overcome the doubts of, like, is this scalable, does this work, blah, 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 blah. So we're just going to take a look at all those accounts real quick, and love you members. Please consider becoming a member, support this project. Need to pay all my bills, feed my family. The only way that I can get done with Road to Max PLAT is if I get support from the viewer. Check out the links down below. With that being said, let's hop into the episode. Okie doke. Let's check out the forecast. We almost sold all of our mind runes. I wonder if it'll show us if we've made any profit. Nope. For the month, we made 333K on this guy. I think they've only been alive 2 weeks, though. I don't remember. This will be the third week. I don't remember. But we are pretty much sold with all of our units. So we'll just reset them. Easy peasy, baby. Next account. Looks like we sold our air runes and we were able to buy these air runes, so we'll sell here and then we will just reinvest. Is it RR? Yes, it is. Okay. We will reinvest here. Boom. So he's up to 1.25 mil, so he's already 250K. All accounts started with 1 mil. 1.36 here. So bam, all those sales went through. Looking pretty nice. Perfect. Next account. All the mine runes sold really nicely. Air runes seem to move really well as well. Mine runes have a little bit better ROI because they are cheaper and have the same 1 GP margin. So it is pretty strong. Though they have slowed down a little bit. They've slowed down. When I got on them and I told everybody to get on them, we were making big bank, but now it's slowed down a little bit. Now it's to like a normal pace. We were able to buy 401K. I think this is the second week. I don't remember. Yeah, this is the third episode. So this is in 2 weeks. We made 200K feathers in 2 weeks. And this is awesome. I did not expect feathers to perform this well at all. So, wow. Earth runes, holy shit. Performed really, really well. Did not expect them to sell. These do not sell very well. So RTH is the quick buy hotkeys. You can also set up hotkeys, custom hotkeys for flipping utilities, custom ability. I just do what I do because it's how I iterated. But the earth runes are selling really well as well. These feathers as well. 392K, so a little bit less than the other one, but still good bank. Bought all the pure essence. Pure essence. Pure essence. Usually buys really quickly, takes a little bit longer to sell, but still 100% ROI. That slow speed is compensated for by the 100% ROI on the item. If you really don't like the speed, go to a bulker. They'll buy Mafia, I think, for 1.2 to 1.3 each. Though I have not sold to a bulker since Fresh Start, so it's over 100 days ago, 110 days ago, 120 days. We were able to buy 81,000 here, but sell off our... The Earth Rune sold really quickly. Oh, no, my bad. We were able to buy 164,000. So that's nice. Oopsies. Oopsies. So would 100k bought be better than selling 80k each? I don't know. We'll find out. I think these will buy. I think the sell is going to need help, actually. So we're going to reset that. So it's based on slot. So what I'm talking about here is like if I have two sells, then that'll sell them faster than one sell. When we've tested it in our Discord, I've had other people test it, and I'm pretty sure I can get off one slot 100k Earth Runes in a week. So these usually have a harder time selling than they do buying, so that's why I'm splitting them up like that. Water runes bought, sold immediately. They're usually a lot easier to sell water runes than it is to buy them. So we will just empty this out, reset the slots, put that back in for 5. ER space, I think is the... No. Whatever. That's okay. So water runes are still performing really nicely. We're up 250k on them as well. Air runes doing really, really well. We sold everything off. Performing a little bit better than the... Sorry, performing a little bit better than the water runes. Air runes are a little bit better. Earth runes performing really well, actually. Did not expect this, but I don't think 40k for the slot is going to be worth our time. We'll just put 3 slots on spending. If you're going to start an Ellie runer, Eddie, my advice to anybody buying any amount of like Ellie runes or whatever, high volume, try to go, how much money you put on the account is usually based on, try to go for 1 million units. So that it takes multiple weeks for you to acquire the loot, and it takes you multiple weeks to sell the loot. So then that reduces your labor time, because if you log on to reset, it goes from like 8 seconds to 21 seconds to reset an account. So then you're over doubling your labor. But you know, every week that you can just log in on the 7th day, you are saving labor time. So then it allows you to scale up to more accounts or just have more time. You know what I mean? Less labor time, more money per labor time. You know what I mean? So it's more efficient to just like go for 1 million. So like 4 mil per Ellie account, 2 mil per Feather account, 1 mil per Pure Esser. If you just want to start one, you know what I mean? You put as much money on there as you want, more money, whatever. But if you're like scared of that account getting false banned, I just start with 1 mil, just because it spreads the money out. But it makes it kind of annoying to buy and sell and stuff. For other items, except for Pure Essence and Mind Runes, wasn't that bad, but it is a little bit more annoying. Ugh. But yeah, so just do that. 1 mil, but that's 4 mil per account. And if you do that, then if it does get falsely banned, you're not losing a lot of money. Because if you just hop right in, there's one guy who just rushed into this recently, and he lost 100 mil because he got 10 accounts, put 10 mil on each of them, just like, oh my god, free money. And that's again why I invented my course, because there's going to be all of that is going to be in there. Every question you can think of, like everything I've done up to this point, every mistake I've made, every wall I've ran into, every single setback I've ever had is going to be covered in this course, so you don't have to whatever. And if you have questions beyond that, I'm going to be free to talk to anybody. You know, you can join the Discord, you can comment on my videos, do whatever you want, and I'll answer. Like, I'm going to be 100% support for everybody. It's just the value in the course is that you won't need to ask me for 99% of the questions that you're going to have. The questions that I get in the comments for all my videos they're all stuff stuff that will be covered in the course, and then you won't even have to waste time to go on YouTube, wait for me to respond before you get the question answered, or make 4 or 5 mistakes in the you know, whatever, you know what I mean? Any doubts you'll have, stuff like that will be answered. It'll just save you so much time that $49, that $100 you spend will be money well spent, because it'll save you that time. Because if you save money in the game, you make more money. And if you save more time in real life, now you have more time to do other things. It's why we buy cars. We buy cars because instead of running 60 miles, we can drive 60 miles in 60 minutes. And maybe it's not literally, I think it could be. There's a lot of steps to this. There's a lot of things a lot of issues you run into, a lot of things that cause a lot of anxiety. And with the course, you're just going to get faster from A to Z, you know, instead of driving 60, you know, before Walmart, you know, before cars and Walmart, we had to go get all the resources ourselves. How much time did that cost us, you know, before Walmart and cars were around, you know, like even the toilet, having to go shit in a hole and bury it. You know what I mean? All these different types of technology, they came from knowledge, and that's kind of what the course I'm offering you guys that. So that's what I'm saying. Back to it. Holy shit, already sold? Fuck yeah. But don't rush into these accounts. If you're going to do this on your own, don't rush into it. Start with like 5. See what happens. You know, do the quest line you want to do to get your requirements unlocked. You want a skill to get your skills, whatever. I don't know. Do whatever. Jagex is going to ban you. More than likely than not. Like, if you do it at 20 accounts, by 20 accounts, you'll probably have an account ban. Most people. There's a lot of different ways to mitigate it. A lot of different things to try out, but if you're not going to buy my guide or whatever, you're going to have to, like, ask around or whatever, or just figure stuff out yourself, but try stuff out, I guess. So now I kind of want to just reset these, though, because I want to get the maximum amount. And a lot of people, I just want to rant about this a little bit too. Fire runes doing really well. Fire runes are the GOAT anyway. But yeah. Not worth that. A lot of people are like, oh, why would you buy a course for a video game? It's like, bro, you invest so much time into this game anyway. Like, if you're going to talk about, like, wasting money, talk about wasting time, which is wasting money. Like, they're the same thing. Like, it's not inconceivable to spend money on something to get more of the thing you want from that thing. It's just, I don't know. I'm just a little bit preachy right now, kind of going off this, but there's just a lot of, like, what people are, I don't know. I knew this type of stuff would happen from, which is why, like, I used to be on the camp that course selling was, like, scammy, but it's like, I've come around, obviously, since I'm doing it myself. Fire Rune's doing amazing, by the way. Best performers out of all those, but yeah. I don't know, man. Whatever. It is what it is. People are going to say what they're going to say. I don't give a shit. I'm not looking to scam nobody. If you don't want to buy it, you don't find it valuable, just don't buy it. We go our separate ways. Whatever. Life goes on. So we have a few more accounts here. Looks like everything is performing really well. The LA market is really good to scale into. Mine runes are really good to scale into. Feathers are really good to scale into. Like, I'm going to have a really good time fucking scaling up my accounts. Like, when I get back onto, if I ever get to the point where I can fucking pay my bills with the online e-commerce through course selling and stuff of that nature, and I can invest a lot more time into account creation again, actually progressing Road to Max Plat, like, this is going to be really nice to scale into. So we got 3 buys here. So 5, and that's like 80K. Water runes a little bit light. Water runes are actually the lowest performers. So out of the 3, it looks like, oops, this one will not sell. I put it in for 6 because I wasn't watching the numbers. Anyway, water runes will not, or are not performing as well as I thought that, you know, earth runes are, but we'll just keep tracking everything. So it's fire, air, earth, then water. When I normally say fire, air, water, earth, but yeah. So these all did buy and they did sell, so we're back. Fire runes performing really well. Fire runes are how I made my first billion. So it's been a good ride. guess there's a bunch of screenshots of a bunch of different sales I've made. Oh, so there we go. A bunch of different screenshots of sales I've made to bulkers that could like lend legitimacy to my craft. You know, I've made hundreds of millions of dollars a week selling to them. Like, I remember I was making fucking bonko bucks with only like 300 accounts, like over 100 mil a week. Man, them days were a lot of work though. It was a lot of work. But anyway, so there we go. I think I made my pitch for the course or whatever throughout this as well, so I won't do it again, but whatever, man. The free-to-play forecast is looking great. Thanks guys for watching. Please subscribe. Catch you later.